Hey, 3-in-1, welcome to Midweek, our worship. But for Advent, it's a special time. It's the family time for Advent. So if you're just pulling together, I'll give you a second. Pull the family in. Get the Advent wreath ready. In fact, you'll notice our first candle is already lighted. We are ready to go. We're in the second week of Advent. Hard to believe, but yes, we're getting closer to Christmas each and every day. As you're gathering your stuff, I hope for sure that you're planning on joining us in our worship time at either 9 or 10 or 11, the 15. On Christmas Eve, we're at 7 at Melville, at 9 at Dorsey, and at 11, we still have an 11 o'clock, there aren't many of those left, at Wesley in Jessup. Check out our Facebook page, check out our website, and find out all the information and follow along and be part of that. If you're not part of our email list, then join us there. We're going to be in the Gospel of Luke today in chapter 1, verse 26 to 28. In the 6th month, the angel who is Gabriel was sent from God to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin who was betrothed to a man named Joseph of the house of David. And the virgin's name was Mary. And he came to her and said, "Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you." You know, I got thinking and looking at the author's Advent work and all that. He said, we've all gotten bad gifts. It's Christmas Day. We've gotten bad gifts. And I don't mean just an ugly sweater. In fact, today I took my mom to the doctor and wore my Christmas sweater. And the doctor made a point to talk about it. And I said, well, it gets worse. I could turn the lights on. Well, before I could leave the office, I had to turn the lights on my sweater. But, we get that. It's more than that. It's a bad gift. Is a gift that is more like something that you expect to be wrapped in beautiful paper, and then maybe you open it up and there's nothing in it at all. My brothers and I used to do that to each other all the time, or we'd wrap up a rock, But often, though, our transactions and often become kind of manipulated ones, Mary obviously had gotten bad gifts in the past because her response is telling. In verse 29, Mary says, "But she was greatly troubled at the saying and tried to discern what sort of gathering this might be." Well, it's almost as if Mary was wondering to herself what kind of gift this might be. What do you want from me, she was sort of saying. What am I missing? Is this too good to be true? Well, life teaches us to expect a catch, but not in this case. So we light the second candle of Advent. We begin to realize that we sometimes have expectations in life that just aren't realistic. They're burdensome. See, life is a transaction. Everything we do, we're in transaction. But God's love is different. God's love reminds us, along with Mary, there's no catch. See, that's the God we're celebrating on Sunday, this Emmanuel, the God with us. In verse 30, the angel said, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." See, the favored one needs reminding that she has found favor. Folks, you find favor with God. I find favor with God. In this Advent, instead of wondering or rejecting and saying, I don't buy all this, accept the truth of the gospel, the truth of Jesus. C.S. Lewis wrote in his book called Four Loves, he describes something called gift love. He says, gift love is the opposite of transactional love. Gift love is a kind of love which neither expects nor requires reciprocation. It is entirely dependent on the giver. With this kind of love, the receiver has only to receive. Folks, this is the love that God has for us. This Advent, this is the love. He came down, born fully God, yet in a human body by a human woman. Became fully God, fully man, died, rose again for us. This is the day Mary heard, and Mary responded, "Behold, I am a servant of the Lord. Let it be according to your word." Folks, for today, let it be according to your word that this Advent you will serve the Lord. This Christmas, remember that God's love is gift love, hope and love, but this is gift love. It's a special love that God has for you and for me. Nobody is left out. Hope to see you next week. Hope to see you on Sunday. Glad you stopped by. Get the family together. Go sing a carol. Go find a mission to do. Go bake some cookies. Go make crafts. Enjoy the time and celebrating for the season. Good night.